Welcome to physics class. Today we will discuss pages 162 and 163. 162 page. Definition is given. A wave is a disturbance that moves through a medium when the particles of the medium set neighboring particles into motion. And then this motion is produced in other particles also. In turn, particles of the medium do not move forward. There is no movement, but disturbance is carried to the forward direction. This is what happened during the propagation of sound. जब ये डिस्टरबेंस प्रोड्यूस हुआ वेव में तो उसने पार्टिकल्स जो मीडियम के पार्टिकल्स हैं उनको सेट किया वाइब्रेशन में, मोशन में ले आया। वाइब्रेशन से क्या होगा, वो नेक्स्ट पार्टिकल्स को वो एनर्जी ट्रांसफ़र कर देंगे, ठीक है, और ये डिस्टरबेंस आगे तक पहुंच जाएगा उसी मीडियम में। दैट्स वाई साउंड वेव्स आर करेक्टराइज्ड बाय मोशन ऑफ पार्टिकल, मीन्स वाइब्रेशन भी मोशन कहा जाएगा इन द मीडियम एंड आर कॉल्ड मैकेनिकल वेव्स। In other words, waves that are characterized by the motion of particles of a medium are called mechanical wave. Sound wave in air, water waves, wave produced due to the earthquake, those are mechanical waves. When a body vibrates, then the particles of the medium, say air, around the vibrating body are set into vibration and passes this vibration to other particles also. Hence, the number of particles of the medium in the region where the displaced particles strike against the neighboring particle is large. This region is called compression, denoted by capital C in the diagram also. Since pressure is directly proportional to the number of particles, so compression is a region of high pressure or high density. When the vibrating body moves backward, a region of emptiness known as rarefaction, represented by capital R, or a region of low pressure or low density is created. The displaced particles of the medium rebound into the region of lower pressure or rarefaction. Therefore, when a body vibrates to produce sound, compressions and rarefactions follow one another as the sound travels through the medium away from the vibrating body. Question 1. How does sound produced by a vibrating object in a medium reaches your ear? Answer. Sound produced by a vibrating object reaches our ear through sound waves which propagate through the medium as a series of compression and rarefactions. Sound needs a medium to travel. Put an electric bell inside a closed glass jar connected with vacuum pump. Initially, air from the jar is not taken out. Connect the electric bell with the battery. It rings and sound produced is heard by us. Now start evacuating the air from a glass jar using a vacuum pump. We will hear less and less sound. That is, loudness of the sound decreases. When there is no air in the glass jar, we do not hear sound. This activity demonstrates that sound waves require material medium for its propagation. First question, explain how sound is produced by your school bell. Answer. When the school bell is struck with a hammer, it starts vibrating, and as a result of these vibrations, sound waves are produced. Second question, why are sound waves called mechanical waves? Waves which need a material medium for propagation are known as mechanical waves. Sound waves also need a material medium for the propagation. These are called mechanical waves or elastic waves, as these are produced in a deformable or elastic medium. Unlike electromagnetic waves, sound waves need a medium to sustain them. Mechanical waves are governed by Newton's law of motion. Third question, suppose you and your friend are on the moon. Will you be able to hear any sound produced by your friend? Sound waves need a material medium for their propagation. Since there is no atmosphere on the moon, one person cannot hear the sound produced by another person. Sound waves are longitudinal waves. If the particles of medium vibrate or oscillate to and fro about their equilibrium position along the direction of propagation of disturbance, then the wave is called longitudinal waves. Example, sound waves are longitudinal waves. Take a slinky or a long spring which can be easily compressed and extended as shown in the diagram. Fix one end of the slinky with the rigid support. Now push the free end of the slinky in the downward direction and release it. It is observed that slinky begins to move up and down, that is to and fro. The disturbance travels from free end to the fixed end. The parts of the slinky vibrate along the direction of propagation of the disturbance. This wave is known as longitudinal waves. When a longitudinal wave passes through a medium, the medium is divided into region of compression and rarefaction. Compression, the part or the region of medium where the density of the medium is maximum. And rarefaction, the part of region of the medium where density of the medium is minimum, where the particles of the medium are far apart from each other and known as rarefaction, denoted by capital R. Longitudinal waves can be produced in solids, liquids and gases. There is another type of wave called transverse wave. In transverse wave, particles do not oscillate along the line of wave propagation but oscillate up and down about their mean position as the wave travels. If the particles of a medium vibrate or oscillate about their equilibrium position in a direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the disturbance, then the wave is known as transverse wave. Example, wave produced in a stretched string is a transverse wave. Water waves are transverse waves. Light is a transverse wave, but for light, the oscillations are not of the medium particles or their pressure or density. It is not a mechanical wave. Thank you for watching.